Hello guys, talk to your midwife session. Now today I want to talk about breastfeeding, or rather, how can I increase breast milk production? Sometimes I've seen most mothers wish to buy none for their newborns, which I really don't love. It's not so good because this is like something foreign that we are introducing to this baby with a liver that has not yet matured enough to process foods. So the only good thing that is best for that newborn and with that liver is the breast milk, because it's already ready. It's very much ready. It doesn't have to be processed by the body, by the liver, and all those processes that go on when you eat food. So instead of making your baby suffer with breast milk that is not enough, or maybe making your baby suffer with colic because of the NAN and all that. So nowadays we have some like tablets and some chocolate like things that we are using to help increase the breast milk. Number one, we have tablets called Motilium or Domperidone. I will write it in my explanation of this video so that you get the spelling. We have the Motilium or Domperidone tablets. Sometimes they come in blue color or white color. You take 2 tablets 3 times a day. You can do it immediately after delivery. You can start taking it immediately after delivery. They help in increasing breast milk, at least so that your baby doesn't have to starve. Then we have some granules or something appearing like a chocolate, called marmalade. Marmalade comes in a box, not a box, in a container that looks like a chocolate. It's called marmalade. You just scoop 1 spoon, you put in warm water, you can put in milk, you can put in porridge, you just stir and take one spoon in 1 cup of whatever you'll be using, and you can take that 3 times a day. You take in the morning when you wake up, you take in during the day, and then you take in the evening until your breast milk becomes heavy. Then we have baby late. Baby late are also granules. It also appears like chocolate. You still use it like marmalade, just like the same thing, only using different names. Then another thing that people forget that increases breast milk is breastfeeding. You see, the mechanism in which the breast milk is made is, we call it a positive mechanism. Like, the more you remove, the more is produced. So the more you breastfeed the baby will suck breast milk, and that will send a message to your brain that, oh, this has been removed, so we need to increase. So if you're not breastfeeding enough because you don't have enough breast milk, it means your milk will not, that mechanism will not occur. So you have to breastfeed more. Even if it's not enough, just breastfeed more. Let the baby suck more frequently for a long time, so that that message will be constantly sent to the brain that we need to produce more and more milk. So the more you're breastfeeding, that is when more milk will be produced. So even without taking all of these, you can find other mothers, just the breast milk increases by itself. Yani the more they breast, the first day they don't have so much breast milk, they just breastfeed and breastfeed and breastfeed their baby. Then by the next day, the milk is already too much. Another thing we should take care is, in case you're using the 3 of these things I've mentioned, the marmalade, baby late, or the Motilium or Domperidone tablets. In case you're using it and you realize that you wake up in the morning and all around your breast is appearing hard. You see, you're pressing, but the milk is not coming out as a lot. But when you press all around this the breast area, these areas, you find that it's quite hard. It means that already the breast milk is increased. So you stop taking those things and continue breastfeeding. Sometimes your baby, because your baby maybe might not be having so much appetite or is not that active in breastfeeding, you find some breast milk, some of the people, the breast milk comes so much and the baby is not finishing all of it. So we encourage you to express. So you can, if your baby is not so actively breastfeeding, you can express, but before you breastfeed the baby is contented, then you can express the remaining. Sometimes it's even too much, even after expressing it has become too much, like it's just the breasts are just swelling. You can apply some hot compressions. You take some hot a towel, you dip in hot water, then you press it so that that hardening may ease and the breast milk may come out. But some doctors argue that when we are doing that and causing that breast milk to come out, it means we are causing more production of the breast milk. So some doctors nowadays prefer using cold compressors. You can take an ice cube from the fridge, or maybe like a cloth you wrap the ice with, then you just apply all over the hard areas. That one will like block to prevent more accumulation of the breast milk, and ensure that you have stopped taking all of that. Sometimes you don't have to take all these tablets and all that. You just need to, there are so many, depending on which tribe you come from, different tribes have different foods and different drinks that may increase breast milk. The things that our mothers were using long time ago before these tablets came along. So you can also follow that. If you have a mother, you have a mother-in-law, you have a grandmother, they can advise you on the best foods to take, which will cause increase of breast milk. All this is better. It is better instead of giving your baby none, introducing your baby so early to these artificial foods that will maybe later on cause some issues with the liver, or even cause some issues with the baby. Remember, your breast milk is enough for the baby because it has enough water, which will hydrate that baby. It has some antibiotics. It means already it is protecting your baby from so many infections. So if your baby misses that breast milk, it means your baby's immune system will remain weak. That's why you find most babies who are not breastfed, okay, most of them don't grow up so well like the babies who have been breastfed enough. So let us ensure that we are breastfeeding our babies so that we can give them at least some good immunity to protect them from getting infections. It will hydrate them, it will protect them, it has enough proteins to just keep their body, their nerves and their bones growing well and growing enough. And if that baby grew from day 0 of conception in your womb up to 9 months, the baby is delivered with almost 5 kgs, 4 kgs, 3 kgs, then definitely it means that your body is capable of keeping this baby. You don't have to add anything because everything that you are eating is what that baby was depending on. So the same way when you deliver this baby, for the first 6 months, whatever you will be taking will be processed in your body and will be so much enough to keep this baby strong and growing very normally until 6 months of birth. So let us keep this and we shall enjoy how our babies will be growing well and healthy.